Hello again everybody and welcome back to another Final Fantasy video. We're heading into the Tam Tara Deepcroft this time. So that's another dungeon to start the episode. There should be one more next time. And then we've got to work our way towards the trial. So this dungeon is not really that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, the hard dungeons are better. But you know, these are beginner dungeons basically, so let these play out for you so you can get a good look around. I've put my food in this time. Now the good thing, I've got my food bonus, I've got the I'm close to the level of this dungeon, so I've got the bonus of that. So I should level up quite fast here, because I've got my nested bonus as well. As you know, I go a little quieter in dungeons. Because I'm not just playing by myself, I'm playing with other players, so I'm already dragging them down quite a bit by having to watch the cutscenes. I don't want to lose concentration on it. I do apologise. I am thinking, because I'm away next week as of recording this, I'm away from the 8th. So I'm thinking when I come back, I might start doing it all on Twitch. It'll only be 1080 though, it won't be 4K. But doing it all on Twitch and then making them into YouTube videos like that. Where could I hit him? Where you going? Yeah. I already had one of those, couldn't get another. Damn it, I would have been into the middle of them. That's another one gone. Another one. And another one back to go. Nice. Nice, we're up again. So once again, keep looking out for the targeted move. Whoop, no. Maybe I should turn light effects off. It's not too bad when I'm just trying to concentrate normally, like when I'm not doing this. But I'm trying to concentrate on more things than normal, so... Oh, you bugger. I have just woke up as well. My partner's on 12 hours today, so I thought I'd get as much work in as possible. So to the sealed barrier. Come on then. We don't know what's in range. Nice, up again. I nearly pressed skip then. I'm so used to skipping these scenes. I'll let you read those because when it comes to the primal, I'm only going to leave them on for a few seconds, so don't forget to pause. And they come on. I'm here, sorry. I did try to kick him, but obviously that didn't work. And there we are. Dungeon's done. Oh, couldn't even pick that up. Bloody hell. Yay! Oh, everyone's gone. Okay. So we shall now... Oh, got to go to Mione. See what I've got. Good. So, Plaza, you fool. So, this way. Now, who shall we put this on? We'll do Arcanist again. Bad voice acting time. Welcome back, Serenity. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Badron's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt of your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Bowlord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever-common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. I said that wrong, but you know. Avir's gone and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he'd still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to hell with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never saw your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avia's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hell you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avia. Please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for the adventurers of your expertise. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Uldar. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I would be glad to share the details with you. So... oh! What's that? +4, not too bad. So who now? Gladiator, Marauder, I need Marauder. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Uldar. Once you arrive, seek out Mamodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultan's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Serenity, and good luck. Okay, blinking heck. Back to Uldar. No quests, it's okay. You know, I'm out here saving the world, and they've still got the nerve to charge me to use airships. I skipped that because it's just the same every single time. We've seen it. If you haven't seen it, go back to an earlier video and watch it. One where we go to watery pastures. No, greener will it be greener pastures? I think it will be. Let's just go to the Ruby Road Exchange. And here we are! Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Serenity. And there I was, spouting the same tired line. Me only sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all this way to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you are eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Okay. Then after this we can start on the quest lines proper. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you'd be so kind. Oh, it's the posh one. Excellent timing, Papa Shan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. I'm not making him posh now, I've already started his voice. Oh? Why, if it isn't my good friend Serenity. It does my spirit well to know that you are the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Serenity of his mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as Ekton shares. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mine during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems I have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl on the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, my lady. The people of the age use the Hecton chairs. Sorry, I know I'm saying that wrong, but I don't know how to say it. To work the mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is off the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Ecton chairs, I'm just going to call them Ecton chairs, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell and the Myth-Rely a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand of building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. It's a long time to nurse a grudge, they must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I fear you might have reservations, but I assure you it's for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? One last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Messer, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Yes, as I was saying, when we get to the trial, I'm going to let that run through. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to let it run through, and you pause it, because I can't hold people up for too long. Looking for Painted Messer? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you got skills to go with 'em, 'cause things ain't pretty down there. The Ecton shares left the place in a right state, nearly a week after the mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hopes of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Sorry about that, I kind of got lost off in the words. So, Copperbell Mines, and then back to Aleport. What's that? Oh, that's on a level 7. I am Avat Alvak, a self-styled student of sundry subjects. Although I am best known, perhaps, for putting pen to parchment for a popular paper, the Mithril Eye. In these times of trials and tribulations, a subject of singular strangeness has ensnared my senses. Magical monstrosities, more commonly known as golems. But I speak now of no common creation of magecraft. No, these shambling servants of stone have no equivalent in all of Eorzea. Should these curious constructions contain ores of extraordinary origin, well, I can only imagine the influence it might exert over Uldar's economy. Amagina and Sons mineral concern has come to a congruent conclusion, and its superiors seek a savvy adventurer to separate the facts from the fantastic. A representative of Amagina and Sons awaits outside Arzanath Osiri. If exploring this enigma seems an entertaining endeavour, then I would wander over there before this window of opportunity is wasted. So, Osiri? There. Oh, I may as well just blink in. Famisher's Guild. Hey, don't sneak up on me like that. You trying to make me swallow my breeches? You here for the job, are you? Well, I hope you've experienced dismantling golems. We've been gathering reports of some never-afore-seen construct what began showing up all over the damn realm. Nearly a soul knows what the creatures are made of, so me, Amagina and Sons, means to be the first to take a pickaxe to this mystery motherlode. I need you to get out there and take apart one of those shambling piles of bricks and bring me back a good-sized chunk of the remaining rubble. What do you say, eh? Will you give it a shot?
Yes, I will.
Good lad. I'll have a nice refreshing reward for you when you get back. So brick by brick and brick by stone brick. Right, I don't want a reward run for this, thank you. Lancer. Don't need them mending? No, they're fine for now. Mend them next time. So I don't even know where are the fates? Map. Oh, I won't tell you. Don't know where they are. None. My little runaway, run away. There you go, a bit of first person for you. You may have noticed these videos did drop down to one a day for a while. With me going away next week, I didn't want to run out of content. That's not going to stay like that for too long. It will be coming back to 2 a day soon, once I've got enough to put out. But like I say, I want to stream on Twitch and then do them that way, so you're not going to have the intros like they are now. But hopefully I'll be able to get more done. Unfortunately for you, you will have face cam. I'll be able to put that on. Since it's 1080, I may as well make use of another tactic which I'll put between the hotbar and the inventory squares. I don't know what to call them, inventory blocks. Endwalker has been postponed, only by 2 weeks, but it'll give us time to catch up. Well, we're not going to get that far, but it'll let us get closer. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its efforts are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecton Shavies, whatever they're called? I didn't think Papa Sham would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to... Thank you. I'm going to go back to... Where is it? Limsa at this point. And then we're going to do the quests in Aleport. So Aethernet, Fisherman's Guild. Because then we'll start with that dungeon on the next episode. We've got quite a few things here to do, so that'll be okay. What do we need? Dusker bats. Hold on. Oh, he needs it as well. That's okay. Get off Lancer. Get on to the Murder again. And then soon we'll be taking a couple of episodes to do these job quests again. Well, Slade, or do I mean slain? I shall need to know these things if I'm going to be an officer. I've got the powder and ball loaded and primed, now for the slow march. Hark! A dispatch! Stand down forthwith! Not again. Surely these adamantoises are clear and present. Hedge moles? You're certain? Well, but that's like an adamantoise, except weak and not at all dangerous. Why, oh why? Perhaps I've been cursed by some enemy, not very likely for a mere storm private, second class or no. Now the commander will dock my pay and leave my whistle dry as a dust. Well, my good man, it is called Aleport. I've spent a deal of time admiring the undersides of many a tavern table, I can tell you that. What? It could be that my humours are out of balance from a surfeit of ale, and thus I see it now. There is excess blood, which has overfed my martial zeal. Serenity, your learned ways have shown me the light. Much thanks, and I shall go now to receive a leeching. So, no, don't want any of those, thank you very much. Keep them. Greetings, Serenity. Will you deliver this in my stead to Camp Skull Valley? It's, my report to Commander Valkbrida. I was as plain-spoken as I could be, and I was going to report in person, but for some reason I've barely the strength to visit the barber for leechings, let alone make the trip to Skull Valley. I don't suppose I'd be spared a docking pay. You don't think they'd clap me in the brig, do you? So, I've got to get these dusk bats. So, down. Ow. Ow! What do I need to get? Oh. I said, do I need to get puck hatchlings? So, you... How many? 5. Three. I'm not doing the count like I did in an earlier episode. I've embarrassed myself enough with that one. you are. And bye. Last one. So to him, oh, who do I need? What was I doing? I shall do Arcanist. No, shall I do Conjurer? Yeah, I'll do Conjurer for now. Got anything? No. Check my army chest. It's fine. For now. Ahoy there! Keep your voice down. Nobody's business but ours, innit? You got what I asked for? Them's the ones, and that's as pretty a job as I've seen. Know your way round the battle, eh? Well, that's just fine, thank you. Why? We sailors can be a superstitious lot, you know. Some of the crew might look at me odd-like for carrying back parts. When the wind's done died and the water's casted dry, it's odd one day, overboard the next. What? No superstitions about that? The Dusker's been my luck ever since I was a boy. Survived more than 2 weeks once on 3 bats aboard a court, trapped at the top of the abandoned watchtower. Even ate a wing off one before I made up my mind to climb down the wall. This journey will be sailing past the Isles of Umbra, and I can feel the sea holding those reefs. The lights at Father Sirius burn dim since the calamity, and I've always found it a mite too much that old watchtower for comfort. I ain't been afraid, and that affrighted boy for a long time. Ill-used, starved, and more than half mad. Inching down that sandstone wall on handholds no bigger than a fingertip. But I'll have me 5 bat wings on every journey just the same as that boy had. Right, oh. I'm on level 15, so I don't want those. Oh, another one. Ahoy, Serenity! It clean slipped my mind the last time, but I have another thing to ask of you. My bathings are lively on the water, but on land, well, I'm what you landlubbers call at sea. Got a letter that needs delivering, and you're the man for it. I went ashore on some rock on the voyage in... and a faded petticoat comes up to me and says, she's got a daughter in Camp Skull Valley, what she hasn't seen in years. Had tears in her eyes, pretty eyes too. For a woman past her child in years, she must have been a real beauty in her day. Always had a soft spot for tawny eyes, mayhap because the sea's green-eyed Virago and the skies, her sisters, have eyes blue and red, grey and black. Well, this daughter of hers goes by the way of Wiltswiss. You take the letter to her. Wiltswiss. Wiltswise? I don't know. I'll say the word and then you can correct it yourself. And then... I don't want you... When I come back from being away for a week, if I get back early enough, I might not be able to do another recording, I might be too tired, but I'll try to do some fates and dungeon runs to try and level up my character. Now obviously I won't show all these. I mean, if you want to see them, please put them in the comments. I'm still asking how you'd like these videos to be. But as of now, I'm guessing that you don't want all the grinding. Greetings, adventurer. They say you were looking for me? A letter from Mama? I haven't heard from her in so long. She never answered my letters. No, stay, for I'll have to send a reply. What the? Oh, the stone-hearted, grasping hag! Wouldn't let me so much as take a hunk of dried fish when I left the island, and now she wants gill? That succubus! You think me cold? Well, fire on what you think. I wanted something better than tilling salty lands and spilling small fry out of the nets, and occasionally taking a passing sailor into my bed for more of the same. Ooh, sailor. She'll receive no reply from me. Thank you for your service and good evening to you. But no, don't show the messenger, love. Likely to get shot right back. Weapons and armor in order. Saltpeter in order. Basic provisions all in order. Poison. Oh, this vial's near gone. Adventurer, Serenity was it? Mayhap we can let bygones be bygones, yes sir. You are skilled in wrangling beasts, I hear, and I have need of pelican poison. The poison can be readily gathered from pelicans in the area, but I must continue my duties here. Are you so minded to undertake the task? Don't suppose you leave me a choice, do ya? Little bugger. I'm an adventurer, and one whose name rings a bell. You have been of service to the Maelstrom, I hear. What brings you to Skull Valley? I report from Private Snero. It does her little credit that she did not make the trip here. Stay here while I peruse this. She does not prevaricate. At least I've never heard of that word. And I'm 42. That one. Unfortunate how she has gone to rack and ruin since she was posted to Aleport. She was among the first in her shoal to be promoted second class. Yet now, do you know what a soldier's greatest enemy is, Serenity? Boredom. I suspect Snero has played the craven in fighting this foe. I shall order the paymaster to dock her pay, but I'll not assign a censure. If she can stay out of the taverns and learn to keep herself busy, she may yet earn her salt. Tarry a while, Serenity. 'Twill not be said that an adventurer came to Camp Skull Valley and left without honest pay for honest work. We have a problem that other encampment, may find enviable. The dodos are so plentiful that they even nest within the barracks. This nest must be removed forthwith, before it draws beasts dangerous to men as well as birds. Oh. Thought you were going to say something else. So, Marauder, there we are. Got everything in there. Got ya! Hi! Thank you. Bye! Right, so first of all, we need to get these pelicans before we go back up there. So we'll go out for those. Okay, I won't call him Fishback. Yo, Fishback! Gotta be careful saying, shouting that. Don't anyone outside thinking I've called him a Fishback. I don't want to go to sleep, thank you. Right, so now back to Conjurer. Conjurer, there we are. Hey, get round it. I welcome your return, adventurer. Have you got what I asked for? Ah, I see you were not stinting in filling the vials. The last adventurer returned with each barely half full and had the cheek to demand full payment. I have had a low opinion of adventurers since, but you know of our past with the kobolds, but they are not the foe we fight today. Nay, all our guns are trained on the fishbacks. Such a wee thing, this vial, but this too is a gun. So susceptible the Sahagin are to pelican poison that even the lowest recruit may, with a poison-tipped arrow, find herself a fish-off beastman. There was a settlement here once near Hearthstone. Then the primal Leviathan rose, and the Sahagin invaded. Work of generations was undone in a season, and whole families perished. I never knew the Hearthstone settlement, but I believe it to be a home worth fighting for, and so we fight with steel, fire, and even poison to reclaim that which is ours. Nice one, love, you do that. Right, so... what am I? Conjurer. So it's got 12... yeah... no... Camskull Valley was built to hold against attacks from the sea. To the north and south lie narrow channels with a tide gate east to hold the Sahagin at bay. Will you deliver a bottle of lowland wine to the captains of North and South Tidegate? Call it a small privilege of the quartermaster. Please take the first bottle to Captain... that person of South Tidegate. Why could you just give me both bottles, and then I could have just gone and given it to them both instead of coming back? No, not you. Swiftly done. They do say that where the soldier dallies, an adventurer hurries. Peaceful as it may seem now, this encampment was built to ward against the kobolds of Gamorro. To the north. We do not forget our purpose, you only need to look to our name. The valley floor was once lined with the skulls of kobolds we slew, so that no invader might reach its southern mouth and the settlements beyond without treading on death and with every step. Nowadays it seems we are in danger of treading on dodo eggs at every turn, or on the adders that feast on them. The dodos brought by settlers now run feral and keep us in meat, eggs and headaches. Very nice, love. Very nice. I appreciate what you say. Do I need that? Oh, that's Conjurer Man. So, south. If you've not played this game before, the place where I'm going, the place who's person who's guarding the place, that's a level 44 and up area, so it's not very safe for me to go in there right now, since I'm not even halfway there yet. Just behind that gate, which I can open, and it's Sahagin territory. Hail, adventurer, what brings you to South Tidegate?
Got a bottle of wine for you.
A bottle of Lowland from Sergeant Wilswis? Well now, isn't that something? And isn't she something? Crisp yet full-bodied, is my guess. You know, didn't think I had a chance with a woman like that, but looks like she's sweet on me. Always was popular with the favour sex, if I do say so myself. I have a brother, you heard about that? He's the captain of North Tidegate, like peas in a pod, they say. But they never pop those peas out of the pod, if you take my meaning. Wilswis. Got a way about her, she does. Cool as spray, but there's fire there, and welcome she is to show me the light and scorch off every stitch between the two of us. Well, back down then. Oh, Mrs. Whatever your name is, I delivered the bottle. Can I have another one? Shall I drink it on the way? Get there. I was told to bring this empty bottle to you. Ah, there you are. The captain fill that person receive it well. The other bottle is for Captain Notmone of North Tidegate. I should have mentioned they're brothers in blood as well as arms. You'd think them closer for it, but the bickering is well nigh constant. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Thank ya. Halt, adventurer. North Tidegate is no place for idlers. Well, Swiss, the quartermaster, that mousy-looking girl. Still, she has an excellent taste in wine and must be a mind-reader for either supper of ocean cloud waiting that wants nothing more than a glass of lowland vintage. So, sent you over with a bottle for me, huh? What? Sent one to that black berth in South Tidegate too? Oh, you know what he's going to think now that she's his for the taking, that strutting. Well, he's got another thing coming, misunderstanding an innocent kindness like that. She's a quartermaster. Doesn't he know that this is a professional interest? That goatish fool. I won't have him bothering that lovely girl. Right, so, Marauder. Where is Voelath? Anth. I told that barnacle the engineers were letting us take the new cannon out for a test. The 12 know when the mood will strike those hugger-muggers. Probably over at the crypt again, morbid I'd call it. I like a good wallow now and then, but he broods on dead folk he didn't even know. You could fetch Voelath. I'd be liable to profane the Lichard by beating him around his thick head with that big stone hourglass. Ah, there I go again, blaspheming the keeper. Not that I much cared about that Ponzi. And that's probably another bit of abominating. Here, take these flowers. Voelath's at the founder's crypt. Give him the pretties for the dead, and that'll clear my slate with the gods. He won't hit you yet. Take that, you little bugger. Rest in peace of the 12, Wagner. I don't know your name. Ah, you bring flowers? Come, no need to be shy, there's plenty of space. Small in life, he who sleeps here is large in death. Could have just took the flowers from me. Right, switch over to... What was I doing? Conjurer. You'd never know. Now, there was a hamlet here, would you? Halfstone 'twas called. Built on the sweat of 10 score brows and put to the Sahagins' torch. The settlers fought, aye, and how? Not with a trained soldier among 'em. Argamer was one of those, a farmer by trade. He stayed behind to cover the final retreat, asking for how many arrows could be spared. Then he took off his boots and gave them to another, saying it wasn't far where he was going, and here he lies now. Time was, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine doing what he did. You don't hold fast to much in a privateer's life. No pirate captain's going down with their ship, and any captain who looks to loyalty more than gold is liable to have his throat slit. But now I've got I've got to be better than that, don't I? I've got to be more like Agamir. An adventurer, are you? Seems a shame for you to come all this way without more to show for it. How about a bit of Valkyrie hunting? There's a few killer mantises out about on account of a hatchling we missed. The commander sent out a hunting party and collected 10 and 6 heads. That's no more than 20 in a clutch. Think you can handle the last 4? I suppose so, if you're forcing me. Little scamp. So I'll start with this one. That's 1. Two. Three. And 4. Let me up. Nasty critters, those killer mantises. I'm sure Agamir wouldn't have wanted anyone dying near his resting place. Good hunting, adventurer. See the birds fly to their nest. It's time I return to the gate. Erloof said we'll be testing a new cannon. Like to blow himself to bits without me about? You can collect your pay from Commander Falk Breeder at Camp Skull Valley. Be well, adventurer. The 12 go with you. Run fast as you can. Come on, let's get here. Time is running short, but I'd like to catch this in before we end. Right. So I was doing Conjurer. Ah, Serenity, you have become a familiar face about these parts. What brings you here today? The rest of the killer mantises? Well done, and I must commend Sergeant Roanath for his quick thinking. You have the thanks of this camp. Sometimes I fear we will lose the war against the Sahag and have to deal with pests and beasts. Oh, that was nice. Let's pick up this one. I hear you're leaving us, Serenity. News travels fast in an encampment. Mayhap you can assist us one last time on your journey out. I have a dispatch here from Maelstrom Command from Commodore Rayner of the Yellow Jackets. We have been investigating the Satasha Seagrot on their orders, but it seems they have taken on an adventurer of excellent repute and pleasing manner. The Commodore rides to complete the work. Now if you... Yes? Ah, this is you he speaks of. Of course. Well, Camp Skull Valley would be glad to add to the burnish of your repute. You have carried out your commissions well. Commodore Rayner and many others in command are of the same mind as I, that we have spread our forces too thin with these tasks. I am all too happy to withdraw our men from the caves, to be told. Chief Sergeant Cutgould is the ranking officer at Satasha Seagrot. Locate him and tell him that his mission is complete and he's ordered to report back to Camp Skull Valley. Okay then everybody, we're going to have to leave this episode here. We are dangerously close to the hour mark. I thank each and every one of you for watching. I hope you come back for the next episode. If you could please do me a favour and smash that like button, give me a comment, subscribe, that would greatly help me. My view times are very low right now, so I'm hoping to get as much help as I can. So I thank you so very much for watching once again, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.